with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So, guys, today I'm gonna give you the roadmap of why you should react less, to a lot of things, to basically everything that goes on in the modern world. As you guys know, today, in this world we live in, everybody around us, like usually we work for companies, we be around people. A lot of us live in big cities. A lot of homes are getting built closer and closer together. And if you don't learn how to react less to modern people, then you can find yourself in a world of trouble. You can find yourself in a world of trouble. A lot of guys, so guys, if you like content like this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also, thumbs up the video and share. But what I notice is, especially being an African American man, that I learned this in my own community, that modern American black people are some of the most sensitive people on the face of this earth. And the sad part about it is that a lot of these guys end up on a YouTube feed or Instagram viral feed for reacting to people, and by me being an African American man, I come from predominantly African American neighborhoods, which predominantly in America is the hood. So what I notice is, and for modern American black people and anybody else, this can help you guys when you learn to be confident in yourself, to know yourself, know your worth. Hola, Francisco. Know yourself, know your worth, and do not, when people say things to trigger you, you're unfazed because you're self-aware, self-assured in yourself. You're confident. You're a confident person. But what I notice is that in a lot of black communities around this country, a lot of black women and black men are not confident within themselves. That's why when you see a viral video on YouTube of a modern American black woman getting into it with a customer because the customer said something or made her feel some type of way, she does not have like a lot of modern American black people do not have the skill to ignore and have the confidence in oneself to know that I know myself and people can say anything they want about me, because they're going to do that. People are going to be people, guys. People are going to be funny. Just like I have guys come in the comments talking crazy, saying anything. No matter what you do in life, people are going to spread rumors and whatever, but it's how you react to them. How you react to them is going to really tell you what type of person you is. Are you a person who, if I know that you're going to react to little things, I can probably put you in a position where you get fired from your job. You know, and my name's not Tyrone. My name is not Tyrone. Yeah. So guys, hey guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. And it's absolutely insane, guys. Also, thumbs up the video. That a lot of people are sitting in prison, sitting in jail, and multiple communities, not just the African American community, multiple communities, because they reacted to something. You know, so that means that they was emotional. You know, when people get into a fight and they get heated and there's so much emotions and you just want to beat their brains out. You know, it's crazy. You have to learn how to be. You have to learn how to master oneself. Hey guys, since you guys want to talk crazy in the chat, so if you're not a subscriber, you can't comment. If you're not a subscriber, you cannot comment. And so guys, make sure you guys, if you want to comment on the video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also, I'm hiring somebody who does YouTube thumbnails. If you do YouTube thumbnails, if you know how to do YouTube thumbnails, then this is an opportunity for you to make $5 per thumbnail. $5, and usually I shoot about 2 to 3 videos a day, so $15 on just making a simple 5-minute thumbnail on YouTube. So guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're in subscribers only mode. So all you broke people, all you broke dudes in the chat, if you can't send a super chat, if you can't send a gift, if you don't have a membership to this channel, and if you're not subscribed, I cannot see your comments. But guys, what I notice is in the black community, you know, we got a lot of people in the black community who are no longer with us, meaning no longer walking, breathing air, no longer being in our environment, because they reacted and let people play with their emotions. You know, the last thing that you would want to do, guys, the last thing that you would want to do is, you would not, you know, a lot of guys can't last on jobs. A lot of you guys can't last on jobs because you're so sensitive. You know, like, people on jobs usually are not the happiest people in the world, guys. So usually, a lot of times, people on jobs will say things, you know, hurtful things as well, spread rumors and stuff. And a lot of times, I done seen people get into altercations with people because they're reacting to what they said, and then they end up losing their job, meaning that you're losing money. Guys, make sure you guys get them thumbs, get those thumbs, get those likes up. Come on, guys, get the likes up. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. So guys, right now we're on subscriber only mode for 10 minutes. I put it on a 10-minute duration. So if you're not subscribed, you can't, I can't see your comments. You know, I want to see comments. I want to see subscribers, people who actually care about growth, people who actually care about themselves, care about the community, care about growing as an individual. You know, hit that subscribe button and hit the comments. Also, thumbs up the video. You see, a lot of guys out here on them food stamps. A lot of you guys out here on them food stamps. And Trump then snatched them. You know, you don't know how many people I know in the black community, you know, who depend on food stamps. You know, I grew up in Memphis. My family was one of those families who a lot of people in my family got food stamps, you know what I'm saying? Got welfare. They got checks every month and stuff like that. And still yet, what I noticed was that everybody who got government assistance, who had their hands out for Uncle Sam to or the taxpayers to come and give them some food and help them pay bills and get them apartments. These people in my family are still not successful. They're still not successful. When there's people out here who has to work a 9 to 5, let me say that again. There's people out here with children who end up being successful because they're putting the work in. They're managing money. They're not bowing. You know, a lot of you guys be bowing to the system. And that's why a lot of us is in the situations that we're in. You know, trust me, I've been homeless. I've been homeless before. Not homeless now, but I've been homeless before. And I done seen a bunch of men, a bunch of modern American men, modern American black men, and other races of men who lined up in food lines, you know, when it was Christmas time, waiting in lines for jackets and gifts just so they can, you know, get a handout. And what I noticed was, like, when I was homeless, that food is not expensive. You know, food is not expensive. So when a lot of people say they're homeless, you know, when you're homeless, you're around a bunch of people with addictions. So I learned how to monetize the homeless community, meaning that I would work a job or I would go off and buy. I remember when cigarettes were because back when I was homeless, cigarettes were $5 a pack. I would go get a pack of cigarettes, you know, and everybody be like, hey, you got a cigarette? You got a cigarette? You got a cigarette? You got a cigarette? And I would sell those cigarettes, and I'm like, oh, I could go get a loaf of bread now. And if I was sleeping outside and it was cold, I would go to the store and buy meat. I would go buy meat and things that wouldn't go bad in the cold because I'm homeless and I'm already outside in the cold anyway. So it's like the meat is in the refrigerator outside, you know. And I would go get my tuna, I'll go get my bologna, I'll go get fruits, not really vegetables, but fruits, you know, and I get my gallon of water, and I would eat good every day. You know, I would stop going off to McDonald's You know, every day I used to go to McDonald's. I used to hustle and go to McDonald's because I didn't have a place to stay. So usually people who don't have a crib, they don't think with their head and they start going spending money at places like Subway, places they can go eat out and eat fast. Guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can leave a comment. But I think the duration is almost over. You know, it's sad how many haters we got out here. You know, it's sad how many haters that we have out here, that people can't even subscribe to a YouTube channel. People can't even subscribe. They can talk crazy in the comments when the comments free. But if they have to do anything to support you, most people, to hit that subscribe button and hit the comments or super chat or send a gift or become a member of the channel, they're not going to do that. You know, and this is why I tell you that people are looking for a reaction. You know, they want you to be their entertainment. You know, but the bad part about being someone else's entertainment is that that means you're not being yourself. That means that you are a shadow of yourself. Meaning, if I go like I could go anywhere and look at somebody and know for a fact that I could get a reaction out of them. Like, I go to any community, I be like, look at her. Like, only thing I gotta do is say X, Y, Z, and I'm gonna get a reaction. You know, yeah. It's psychology, guys. It's crazy. You know, a lot of guys are out here reacting, and females too. You know, reacting to BS, to the noise, and playing themselves out of good jobs, playing themselves off the street, playing themselves. I seen a lady, just because the other ladies didn't like her, they got her to react and got her kids taken from her by CPS, by the child protective people. They got her because this lady had a child and she didn't know how to handle herself as an adult. You know, they got her to react, and she reacted and exploded. And you know, usually if you react, especially in the black community, that's why, like, you will see females going off in the black community because they don't know how to. A lot of these ladies don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know how to, you know, the confidence in themselves. A lot of these ladies don't have any confidence in themselves. You know, so this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. You know, you end up being somebody else's trash can, where we live in a world where people will literally dump all their emotional garbage and try to get you to react. You know, I'm not gonna let nobody make me have a bad day. Period. Let me say that again. I'm not gonna let nobody let me have a bad day. Period. You can't be successful if they're just like if you had a house and the neighbors were being a pain, and you're behind. And the whole time you sitting there minding your business, and then somebody in the neighborhood decides to test you. Somebody in your neighborhood decides to test you, and you go off. And you done pay all this money for this house. And just because the neighbor or one of the neighbors is jealous of you and they got you to react in the wrong way, you end up losing this property because you're in jail. You know, I be seeing a lot of people losing their jobs because they heard somebody say something about them, and they probably took it the wrong way. Or the person who was saying something about them really meant it, but a lot of times, like, how you react to things will determine your future. You know, just like a lot of people ain't got a future with their job no more. You know, you ain't got a future with your job no more because you sitting here arguing with customers. You sitting here arguing with the customers when, you know, you would think that you're supposed to have some type of etiquette about yourself, some type of knowing your worth and knowing that you work for XYZ and you have to remain professional. So a lot of people out here can't remain professional. Sad. You know, it's sad. A lot of the YNs in Chicago and other states in the black community, guys, you know what I'm saying? Guys be reacting and getting jealous to other guys, and the other guys might be broke just because, oh, he looked at me a certain type of way or whatever. You know? So today and tomorrow, you have to make sure you guys just give y'all a view of the neighborhood. Let me give you guys a view of the neighborhood. There's a park over there. You know, I don't stay in the hood. As you guys see, you don't see no trash on the ground. Like, usually in the black community, people throw trash everywhere. There's abandoned houses, people walking around on narcotics. You don't see none of that. OG original gardener. No, I'm not in the hood. Don't want to be in the hood either. But guys, I hope you guys are taking what I'm saying and you're applying it to your life. You know, if you're one of those people who are reactive to people, the people are gonna be people. People gonna say what they want to say. People don't have to like you. Most people are not gonna like you. You know, and a lot of dudes be saying I'm broke and they ain't even got no car, nigga. You ain't even got no whip, bro. You ain't got no type of keys. None. But guys, I hope you guys take what I say and you apply it, and I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video. Over and out.